Thank you, friend, for joining me today. Thank you so much for your prayers and support for this ministry. Let us read the testimony for the church by Ellen G. White. The first 50 years of our church was a self-sacrificing and self-denying church compared to the carnality of the Seventh-day Adventist Church today. So let us read the testimonies for the church, number 13, 1897. The original work, Sketches of Experience by Ellen Goldharman White, the true messenger of the Lord for this end time remnant movement. My Father in heaven, thank you for sending us your Spirit. Thank you for the work of our pioneers, for the first 50 years of our church history. They were pure and Bible believers. Now our church had departed from that truth. And I pray, Father, that the few remaining faithful who are sealed will be awakened and push for the loud cry calling people out of Trinitarian error. In the name of your Son, through your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. Page 44. All at once we came to a turntable, large enough to take on the whole train. Brother and Sister White were standing there, and as I stepped off the train, both of them said, "This train is going all wrong. It must be turned square about." They both laid hold of cranks that moved the machinery, turning the table and tugged with all their might. Never did men work harder propelling a hand car than they did at the cranks of the turntable. I stood and watched till I saw the train beginning to turn, when I spoke out and said, "It moves," and laid hold to help them. I paid but little attention to the train. We were so intent upon performing our labor of turning the table. When we had accomplished this task, we looked up and the whole train was transformed. Instead of the low, illy ventilated cars on which we had been riding, they were broad, high, well-ventilated cars with large, clear windows. The whole trimmed and gilded in a most splendid manner, more elegant than any hotel or palace car I ever saw. The track was level, smooth, and firm. The train was filling up with passengers whose countenances were cheerful and happy, yet there was an expression of them of assurance and solemnity. All seemed to express the greatest satisfaction in the change which had been wrought, and the greatest confidence in the successful passage of the train. Brother and Sister White were on board this time. Their countenances were lit up with holy joy as the train was starting. I was so overjoyed, I awoke with the impression on my mind that the dream referred to the church and matters connected with the cause in Battle Creek. My mind was perfectly clear in regard to my duty to go to Battle Creek and to lend a helping hand in the work there. Glad am I now that I have been here to see the blessing of the Lord accompanying the arduous labors of Brother and Sister White in setting things in order here. John N. Loughborough. We'll continue to read the next account, the next paragraph, the next time. May God our Father bless you and his Son be gracious.